Well, welcome again to another fabulous season. Do I call it a season? Yes, actually, it is a season. It's the season of Ignite with SANDI. And every couple of days, I bring you some amazing guests from different parts of the world, because now the platform of Celestia is actually expanding its footprint. And we are connecting with interesting people all over the world. We are connecting with amazing women from all over the world. And my guest today is from Turkey. And I met her in Kazan in Russia. So how's that for Celestia going all over the world? Yes, so when I heard her speak, I was quite amazed at the various accomplishments that she has achieved in such a short time. And I don't know whether she actually stays on the ground or she's always on a plane, but I know that her thoughts are all over. I don't think she even sleeps. She's always in some creative mode, doing something or the other. And that is the reason why I thought I should have her on my webinar, Ignite with SANDI, because she's really going to fire up your neurons. You know why? Because her level of energy, her enthusiasm, her passion for what she does is just totally amazing. And so without further ado, I'd like to invite my wonderful guest from Turkey, Asya. Asya, would you please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit of what you do?
Hi, Sandy. I'm so excited to be with you here and connect with other women entrepreneurs from all over the world. It's so excited. And you told before we met in Kazan in Islamic Forum, and that was a magical place for me, because to meet and connect with 45 yes. Women entrepreneur from all over the world. Yes. It's a great event. It was a great event. So, and we met with you there, and I'm so happy to be here now. I am a mother, first of all, okay. First of everything. I'm a mother of 3. I have 2 kids, a boy, 18 years old, and I'm...
When did you get married?
20 years. I was 20. I was 20 when I get married. Yes. And so I have a 18 years old boy and a 13 years old girl and 1 adopted boy.
Okay.
Yes. And he is living with us. My daughter and my second son, they are just like twins. All the time they are together, and they are working and playing together. And for 2 years, he is living with us. He has been living with us for 2 years. And also my home is not a big house, but we are so crowded here. Why? Also, I have my grandpa with me. He's living with me.
All right. Oh,
and
this is very nice.
Because he is 97.
Wow, my mom's 91. And I think we're very blessed to have the older people with us, because they teach us a lot of things. If we observe correctly and we don't focus on what they cannot do, because they actually do a lot. And I think they also bring a lot of peace to the house. Right?
Exactly. The peace is the most important word, I think, in a family. Yes. In a family, if you have peace at home, so yes. You have peace in your life, yes. And the old ones and the children, all children, yes. Give that peace and the big energy. It's full of energy. So yes. I really love my lifestyle, home style. We have also 2 helpers with us. They are living with us for my grandpa and for houseworks. And so we are 7. We are living 7 in a house. So in my business, I am an author. I am a teacher trainer.
Okay.
Especially I'm working with kindergartens and preschool teachers.
Okay.
And also I am an illustrator and storyteller. The storyteller is very important because I really like telling stories.
Okay.
And teach teachers how to tell stories in their
Okay.
classroom and use the storytelling as a technique to connect with children, to understand them, to see them.
So what I understand from you, you actually are training the teachers, is that correct? And
Yes.
how did this all start? I mean, you said you're an artist, correct? So is that what you started doing first?
Yes.
Were you painting, or what were you doing for
Yeah.
as an artist?
At the beginning, I was just an English teacher, but
Okay.
I really love preschool. So
Okay.
I was working with kindergartens and preschool kids, and the problem is make me not feel free working
Hmm.
with all those course books all
Okay.
over the world. If you want to teach a second language to kids, you have to use course books, students' books, pupils' books, the books try to didactically teach
Hmm.
something.
Okay.
So I never feel free using those textbooks,
Okay.
including text. This is very important.
You didn't want to use the words, you wanted to use some kind of illustration.
Yeah, and my imagination, this is the most powerful thing for a teacher, to use their own imagination in classroom,
Okay.
to find your own way of teaching. This is it. Because every country, in every school, in every class, they need different techniques. We don't have one technique to teach
Yes.
something. So the power of the teacher to use his or her own way of teaching. And I really don't like the texting, didactic things to restricted my imagination and push me to do something. I really hate of them. And then I think I really fell in love with telling stories. When I started to tell stories in different techniques, you can tell a story in more than maybe 20 techniques. Just the same story, but 20 different techniques. And it's really creative. Something make me creative. And I see the kids how to learn what you want to teach, they can learn. It's possible with stories and pictures and colors, using the or you don't need colors or pictures also. Just look at the window, out of the window, and you can start to tell a story. And what is your subject? Do you want to teach? You can teach math, science, words, units, themes, everything. Just first see. Just watch and see.
So what I wanted to ask you, because your style of teaching and creating and bringing the message to the children is very different from, what is prescribed in the school, the textbooks, and you must read and you must write, and that's the only way that you can learn. So when you started all these different techniques, how was it accepted in the schools? Because the schools follow a certain rules and regulations and education ministry and all those different things. So here you are coming with a completely different way, basically saying throw the textbook out of the window, bring in the colors, bring in the creativity, and let's do something. So how did you manage to get your system or your technique accepted?
First, of course, this is the story of how I became an entrepreneur.
Okay.
This is it. Because you say, it's same. In schools, they have curriculums, they have books, they have rules. And I have my own company in 2012. Yes. in 2012, I opened my own company named Kids Nook.
Okay.
Kids Nook, you can, yeah. Also, I will be so happy if you check it from Instagram.
Yes.
Kids Nook, and
Okay.
that Kids Nook is an academy for teachers
Oh,
and
okay.
parents. So first we use Instagram, social media, and become popular in our local area. Then all around the Turkey, then now around the world. Kids Nook is a teacher training academy. People
Okay.
know that the inner motivation is everything, and all around the world, teachers in 21st century working with digital kids,
Okay.
and they are the kids become more selfish, impatient, restive, and so being a teacher in 21st century is not easy.
The
It's
same.
really difficult.
Yes, yes, quite true. Because children,
All
I think from what I've observed, young children today are very impatient. Their attention span is very short. And when they are not stimulated or they're not interested in something, they will start being naughty. Right?
So all the schools have same problems. I am traveling all around the world and traveling different schools from all around the world. And all the schools have the same problems. They say teacher lost their inner motivation. They
Okay.
lost it. So we have a storytelling program. We are using just silent books.
Okay.
No
What is that?
text. Yeah,
Oh,
no text,
okay.
just pictures. But we know the kindergarten preschool curriculums. So we have theme-based silent books, lots of silent books. We have 28 theme-based silent books. So if a school start to work with us, we train the teachers whole year. We just make WhatsApp groups, clubs, teaching clubs on WhatsApp, and so we are always keep in touch with them to make them more motivating, and we organize Zoom meetings with the teachers from all over the world. So we just focused on their inner motivation, and we gave the curriculum of the silent books.
Okay. So now when you're talking about we, who's we?
Yes, I have a team.
Okay.
I have a team. First, I am the co-owner of Kids Nook. So my sister, she is just 6 years between us. My sister is a kindergarten teacher. And so we are a team, and many teachers and psychologues working with us.
Okay, and who does the illustrations, the paintings, the colors, all of that? Who does that? Is it a team or is it you?
No. The illustrators are professionals. So we work with different illustrators. They are not in our team. We just imagine it, make the sketches. I sketch everything and then give them feedbacks, and they did that.
Okay, so tell me a little about your sketching. Is it when you're sketching something, is it just shapes, or is it flowers, or is it objects? What are your sketches about?
Drawing something for me is a therapy. This is, yes, for myself. Of course, I have 3 kids. And I have my grandpa, I have 2 cats, 1 turtle, a big house, and busy life. So drawing something is a therapy for me when I'm very stressed and stressful. And I lost my motivation sometimes, and I started to draw, just draw. I can think while drawing something.
Okay.
But this is this is my way of thinking. When I start to draw something, I try to imagine and connect the things together, and all those ideas in my mind come together and make a story. first I create them by drawing, and then I tell them.
Okay, so actually sketching and drawing is your way of relaxing.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, so
And
when
color.
you're okay, so when you're in your creative mode, and everything is working, your mind is working, your eyes, your hands, everything is working, you are actually relaxing.
Yes, yes. Mind
Okay.
map. That
Oh,
because this is a life with so complicated. We have so many things on our shoulders,
yes.
and I get lost in the life. So when I start to draw something, it's a mind map for me.
Okay.
When I tidy up all the ideas in my mind, I feel relaxed.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like washing the dishes, Sandy.
Okay, so tell me, is this would you recommend this as a therapy for relaxing?
Yes, yes, yes.
Even
Exactly.
even if I can't really draw?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just do shapes, because the important thing is started to focus something, make you relax.
Okay.
You need to focus something, because we can't focus. Also, the pupils, the kids problem, they can't concentrate it. They
Yes.
can't focusing something because of the screens. All day long, all over the world, parents, they are just rumoring about the time
Screen
of
time,
the
yes.
screen time.
Yes.
The screen time. And also it's same for us. We have
Yes.
phones, we have televisions, computers, tablets in our home.
Everything. All the time.
Everywhere
Yes.
in my
Yes.
home.
Yes. Yes.
All day I am looking at a screen, and very fast things flowing.
Yes.
For kids, it's more complicated, and it makes us we can't concentrate, we can't focus.
Yeah, and I think we get depressed and we get angry and we get impatient and
Yes,
we get tired because we
yes,
don't know how to. So I think what you're saying is what is happening to the grown-ups is also happening to the kids.
they just mirror us.
Yes.
We can see ourselves
Yes.
on them.
Yes.
And working with impatient kids, this is very tricky, something very tricky. Impatient kids, in a classroom, we try to teach units, we try to teach math, science, everything, the social arts, everything. But if a kid can't stay and sit on a chair and stay and be patient, how can we teach him or her? So the most important thing, we as a parent and as a teacher, to teach how to listen. If you want to make them more patient, so we have to teach them how to listen.
Yes.
If they can become active listeners, this is possible to be patient for everything. So first, active listening is very important, and we want them to listen. So it means that we need to tell something.
Yes.
We need to tell them, and they need to listen first. But this is very, very difficult, because around the world, in a classroom, you just go inside and tell, oh, kids, come, I'm going to tell you a story. And they never say, oh, perfect, I just going to tell us a story. So interactive storytelling is very important, because parents and teachers just pretend that they are actors. So they try to make their performance more and more better. But this is not the thing.
Okay,
You
so now
have
coming,
to,
Sorry, Danny.
Involve the
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, involvement. So from your perspective and what you've been doing over the years, do you find that there are certain shapes or colors that keep the concentration of the kids more?
Yes, of course. Many tricky things while telling stories. First, we teach the teachers and the parents how to ask questions.
Okay.
This is very important. You can check Bloom taxonomy. Is a pyramid, Bloom taxonomy in education, and we teach the teachers how to ask questions, how to use questions, because if you are a mom, dad, or a teacher, always you suppose that you have to answer a question. Kids come and ask you a question, and so you have to answer because you are an adult, you can answer it. But you don't need to, you just learn, ask a question back. So if kid asks you a question, you need to ask him or her a question. And you have to learn how to just place your questions in your stories. So questioning is very important, interactive, tricky thing in storytelling. And the other one is for their attentions. We have games, many visual attendancy games or audio attendance games.
Okay.
Yes, this is.
So one point I wanted to ask, because I have a grandson who's just 2.5, and he watches a lot of things on video, you know, those Coco Melon and a lot of different things. So are your videos similar to that, or are they different?
So sorry, I have my cat in the room. He wants to go out. Just a minute.
Okay.
Go. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, so I was asking you, they have all these educational videos, and I know about it because obviously I'm there when he's watching, but are yours, the audio and the videos, similar to that, or do they have something different?
These trainings are not general trainings, just belongs to the silent books, because first we have to perform to teacher, and teacher needs to watch and see our performance. Then they can do it, because otherwise if just we give the techniques, they just listen and go. But when they watch and attend the performance, they can understand how to place the tricky interactive games in a story. So just all the games belongs to the stories, but the visual and auditory games are
interactive.
What?
Are they interactive?
Yeah, like interactive. Yeah. For example, just do one of them. Every book, for example, this is a book, and every book has a cover.
Yes.
And just like a door, isn't it? We open the cover of the book like a door. And so if we have a door, a locked door, what we need to open it?
The key.
A key. Yes. For example, this is an interactive ritual in our storytelling session. So if we want to open this book, we have many key collection in our classroom. So you can, for your grandson, you can just start to collect some keys from around your neighbors, at your home, just old keys, different kind of keys in a box. Make a collection of keys and say, today, with which key you want to open that cover of the book? And he said, I want to open the cover of the book with that key. Okay, now take the key and say, I'm going to say trick, you're going to say track, but just like me. So trick, you're going to say track.
Oh, track, okay.
Track. Okay, trick.
Track.
Trick.
Track. Oh,
So they know that every book is, every cover of the book is a door of imagination world, for the storytelling world, for fairy tale world, wonderland. So we need a key to open it. Key is a ritual. It's just a game, but it's it's something about the timing, because they know that we open with the key and locked again with the key. So the timing, they can do that. Never ask you when it's gonna finish,
okay.
when it will be end. They never ask. They know that you start with the key, open the door, and close the door. So they know the timing. It's something about being patient.
Okay.
Attention time. It makes their attention time longer.
Okay.
And we have in the stories, we have lots of games.
Okay, so now my next question is, this is you as an adult teaching adult people, male and female, about how they should communicate, interact, and educate children in a more creative and imaginative way, so that we keep their attention, and we keep them excited, and they want to learn more, right? So now when you are doing this training with the adults, how do you think it is making a change in the life of that adult? Because now they're thinking differently, they're doing things differently, because obviously they're learning, they're thinking, and they're doing. So do you think it is having a secondary positive effect on those adults?
Many adults come for me and tell me, please teach me how to tell stories.
Okay.
And I said, if you want to be a good storyteller, you have to be a good listener. So
Okay.
this make a difference.
Okay. So
And
you think listening is more important than talking?
that's right. Because in real life, because of the screens, we are impatient to listen each other.
Yes.
We can't listen each other.
Yes. Nobody
So
listens.
this is very important. You have to listen your husband. You have to listen your kids. You have to listen your friends. First, focusing on listening and see their feelings from their just eyes, just face, and from the words. You try to catch the feeling from the words and the face. So listening is not just by ear. See and listen, and also smell.
Yes, all the senses.
All the senses.
Yes.
If
I remember when I was smaller, I used to like to talk a lot. I still talk a lot. But my mother would always say, remember, you have 2 ears in one mouth. So 2 ears, listen. Right?
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, so I think it's important, and also I think it becomes quite therapeutic, because when you are learning this, it becomes the way that you think. So can you tell me how many books you've written so far, or illustrated or created so far?
More than 50 books I have in Turkey. I have quite a big collection of books, and 30 of them are silent books.
Okay.
20 of them are books with text.
Okay.
Children books, picture books.
So what is your plan now to take this method? I know you're using WhatsApp and social media, but I also know that you're invited to speak in different countries about this. So how do you plan to expand your business to other countries?
In my Kids Nook is not only a company, it's a dream. It's a dream. And people find us. In Turkey, we have 30 schools working with Kidsnook, 30 schools. And
Okay.
around the world, we have two, one in Zanzibar, Assalam International School working with us. They are Kidsnook station. We say, if you do the Kidsnook curriculum, the methods, so your school become a station.
Okay.
This is a kind of it's not a franchise exactly, but a
Okay.
kind of something. And Kidsnook stations can every day be more and more all around the world. One in Zanzibar, Africa, and one in Greece. And
Oh, okay.
they are the neighbors, Turkey,
Yes.
and it's another a private independent kindergarten in Katerini, just next to Selanik, if you know Greece.
Yes, yes.
And Katerini is such a lovely city, town. In that school, Nellyland, it's also a Kidsnook station. And maybe in Kazan, the Bala city for next year,
Yes, yes. I
become
remember
a...
going there. Yes,
Yeah,
I think they're very open-minded about the way that they teach children. And I was quite impressed by the level of technology and everything that they teach. So yes, I remember you going there as well and,
Yes.
Working with them. So are you planning to bring this to the UAE, to Dubai?
Of course, yeah, we want to, but the system works. They need to find us. For example, Bala City from Kazan, from Russia, they found us. We never try to sell something to anywhere. We never do it. We just do our best. We just believe in it. We dream for it, and schools will find us. We know that. We hope that in such a short time, we have different Kidsnook stations all around the world, because that active listening, the importance of active listening, it's a big, tricky problem in every school. They have to teach the kids how to listen, how to be patient, and the schools, the owner of the schools, the principal of the schools work on teachers' inner motivation.
Yes.
Otherwise, in few years, we can't find good teachers, and all the teachers will go around and start to any other find jobs.
Yeah, yes, quite true. So now I'm talking a little bit about the adults, because most of our viewers are adults, and I'm sure some of them do have children and grandchildren, and they can obviously get some of your books online if they go online. But what would your advice be as a grown-up person who's managing so many things, got so many people at home, so different pressures, on your time and your energy and your attention. And a lot of us are in that situation. So looking at all that you've done, all that you've created, what are some of the advice that you can give the ladies who are listening about how they can become more patient, more relaxed, more listening? Because none, as you said, we stop listening.
Yeah, that's right. Communication, we are human beings and we communicate with each other. We need communication. So I think we should find our way how to be happy with connections, because we try to separate ourselves.
Yes.
We think we try to isolate it ourselves, but it never, I don't think that it will bring us happiness. Happiness, we need to connect each other, but we don't need to talk big issues. Just sometimes silence is a connection.
Yes.
Or listening is a connection. Just feel, touch. in my house, I'm always traveling, and at home, I don't have any misconnection with my kids and my husband because they can feel it. I don't need to stay with them 3 days in a room, but they know that because my feelings are my power in my job, at home, everywhere. I love my feelings. I love my energy. I don't try to just hide my feelings. Never, ever. Just show your feelings and try to keep in touch with a cat, with a child, with your friends, with your family. Don't try to isolate yourself from the world. I
Yes,
can
I
advise
think,
that.
yeah, I think it's working very well for you because you are always energized, you're always smiling, you're always creating, and you're always excited about life.
Yes, that's true. I'm full of life.
Yes, and I have to say that when I met your husband and I observed, he was there in a very supportive role, making sure that you were not concerned about anything. You were just focused on what you had to do. So, how important do you think it is for you to have a supportive husband?
This is very, very important. Of course, my husband is a math teacher.
Okay.
And also, he is an educator too, and he has own course and own school. He is an owner of a school and a course in Turkey, in Istanbul, and he always give me a big supportive efforts to for everything, for every at home and in our business life. He really wants to travel with me, and we travel around the world, all the schools together, because he is a teacher, I am a teacher, and we can understand how the parents feel, how the teachers feel, and how the owner of the schools feel, and we know their needs. So we learn and we create new strategies for parents, for schools, for teachers, for kids. We love making strategies together. We love dreaming together.
Okay. Anyway, darling, that was really lovely, and thank you very much for being so open and talking about your relationship. And I think it's important when you don't have any sort of barriers and you express yourself and your true feelings, your enthusiasm, your passion, your happiness, everything shows in your face. And this is something that I also noticed when you were speaking, and also when you were with your husband. So I think it's a wonderful team effort, and we have enjoyed having you on the webinar, Ignite with Sandy from the Celestial platform. And so we hope that we will continue our connection and become more connected in different ways. And I would like you to send me all your links so that we can share it with the rest of all our members around the world, because you have something really special, and that is what attracted me to you. And I hope, and not only from myself, but the Celestial group, that you continue to do very well and you become world famous.
I'm so proud of it. I will be so proud of it. So thank you for everything. And all Celestia family, please, I invite you to Istanbul. Come and travel in Istanbul with us.
Yes, thank you so much, darling. And with that, we come to the end of this webinar. Please do remember to like us on Facebook and to subscribe to our Celestia channel, where all our webinars, Ignite with Sandy, will be uploaded in a systematic way so that everybody gets a chance to watch them. And please do share. And when your video comes on, I hope you will share it with others so that we can all bring more people together to learn and to grow, and most important, to be happy.
Bye.
Thank you very much. That was wonderful. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.